2010, long time ago. So we've been in business almost 10 years doing this. Go ahead and go to the next slide. All right, so my mom passed away right before I changed careers and started this new business. And one of the things that my mom did, which by the way is my hero, in her will, she put it in there that me and my little sister had to go to Colombia and we had to give back to these children. So this is a picture, you can see my son, how young he looks here, of us going to Colombia. We brought Christmas to a village of kids. It was like 120 children that we went and we bought them a whole bunch of toys. Because these are kids that don't get anything for Christmas. So we went over there and we did this. And it's just become a tradition for me to do this kind of, giving back to children, especially poor children. So this, now you can see my son's a little bit bigger. This was a couple of years ago. These are local. This is us here in the Weston Leaders, giving to people that don't have anything. And we were providing turkeys for Thanksgiving and everything. Chrissy, you're in there. And so this is something that I do every single year. I try to be as active as I can in giving back to those that are less fortunate. So just know that if you're doing business with me, you're giving back to the community, you're giving back to the poor, because everything that I have, I try to use it to help the less fortunate. Go ahead. All right, so this is our group here. Here we are looking all business-like and everything. But what you don't realize, especially for the people that aren't a member of this group right now, is that I've made real friends, real connections here. I hang out with a lot of the people here. I've added family to my family because of a group like this. We're more than just a business networking group. We really do try to help people. I mean, I was baptized at the beach, and I had our accountant and Dr. Ibis Brito, John and Dr. Ibis actually came out and for my baptism, which I was like amazed. And then I got so much support from a lot of other members of the group. So it's just really great because it's really a lot more than just business here. Go ahead. All right, so these are like part of the groups that I'm a part of outside of the networking stuff. Like I said, we got the Weston Leaders, but within the Weston Leaders, we have people that dedicate time and money to help. Like Susie was saying, she had her bank buy book bags for kids so that they can go to school and have books and supplies for school. These are kids that otherwise wouldn't. The God Squad, we go out to Pompano every single week and we help feed the homeless there. We've got the Ambush Worship. We go to different places and we just start singing. And people will stop, they'll clap, they'll join in, they'll ask questions and things like that. I go to a lot of different Bible studies, men's groups, things like that. So these are all things that are part of my life that have helped me really grow as an individual and really have more empathy towards others and to really understand that the world isn't all about me. It's about our community. It's about others. It's about loving your neighbor and stuff like that. Go ahead. So I think that the reason, I had no idea I was nominated for Small Business Person of the Year for 2019 until I got a call telling me that. This is not something I applied for. I don't know who nominated me and who voted for me, but I very much appreciate it. And I think that the reason that happened was because of the way the way I perceive my job, which is to help my client. Ultimately, I want to help my clients grow their business so that they can provide for their families. And I really do care about my clients, and I think that shows in why I got that award. And then this is the reason I do what I do This is my son. He's now 19 years old, going to school for nursing. He's a physical trainer. These two kids right here are my sister's twins that she just gave birth to, and my nephew who's 3 years old, and this is my dad. So this is really my immediate family that I do everything for. These are who I live for, and everything like that. So go ahead, next slide. All right, so I wanted to talk about Dwayne. Dwayne has ALS. He cannot move. He cannot talk. He needs assistance to breathe, okay? But this guy is one of the most joyous people I know. And yes, it is because he's Christian. He has faith. He has belief in God. He knows that the time on this earth is short, but there's something that's coming afterwards. I believe it too. But it's just amazing that this guy is physically trapped in this body, yet his mind and soul are free and full of joy. And I admire that so much about him. He's taught me so much. He types by blowing into a little tube and stuff like that, and he writes the most amazing, insightful